So we got some brand new characters coming into Jump Force Season 3 DLC, and these are characters that we have been waiting on for ages at this point. We have Fire Force characters coming into Jump Force Season 3 DLC, and who else but of course Shinra coming in with his Xenoverse into Jump Force Season 3 DLC. Is perfection the natural selection? Bringing you another Jump Force video. Hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into it. So we already know that Shinra is going to be bringing a very explosive moveset into Jump Force Season 3 DLC. Being the user of the Xenoverse, I can see a lot of different hijinks that Shinra can play in Jump Force. And knowing that Spike Chunsoft loves fire-themed characters, look at Todoroki, look at Hiei, even though they, Luffy isn't particularly a fire character, he does have Gum Gum Red Hawk, which is a fire move, by the way. I can see them doing a lot of interesting things, strong things, with Shinra in Jump Force Season 3 DLC. So let's talk about all of his moves, right? So the first move that we have to talk about is the Tora Hishigi, which is basically his little jet flame move where he puts the fire beneath his feet and he focuses it. So I can see this going down a number of ways. Now this could end up being the first non-Dragon Ball move that's a rush cinematic, because I do imagine them having Shinra rush across the map like Kaioken with like a little jet engine of flame beneath his feet and rushing in with a cinematic on his opponent. Basic tackle, nothing real fancy, but it could go down another way. I mean, we could do the Gum Gum Red Hawk avenue. It could be like a hybrid move, or it could be like a combo extender move where Shinra rushes into the opponent and he gets heavy staggered, and then you can trigger another combo. So it's a number of interesting things that you could do with Tora Hishigi. One of those things being leaving the opponent in the air for an ultimate follow-up. Now look forward to the ultimate, because what I've comprised would be the best ultimate in Jump Force history. Alright, so we gotta talk about Shinra's other big move, and that's the Corner Hellfire. Now, of course, I already know what people are going to say. Shouldn't you save that for the ultimate? Yes, that would be a good candidate, but there's another big move that we're saving for later in the video. Now, of course, with Corner Hellfire, you have Black Flames. Yes, it reminds you of Amaterasu. Yes, it reminds you of the Dragon of the Darkness Flame. So, of course, yes, they do have the assets to use the Black Flames with Shinra's moveset. So, basically, I'm thinking of a Lightning Palm situation where Shinra rushes in on the opponent and the ending explosion is just a big devil's head with black horns and everything fiery everywhere. I would love seeing this move, and it's true to Shinra. Now, of course, at the end of the move, it would leave the opponent prone to an ultimate attack, just like the last move. Like the last move would leave the opponent hanging in the air. So with Corner Hellfire, I think they would just be like crumbled and stumbling on the ground instead of hanging in the air. But then you could follow it up with his ultimate technique, and I'm telling you guys, this ultimate is worth the wait. Now, his next move is going to be a power-up move, and I know a lot of people don't think those moves are very interesting, but you gotta have a meta technique in Jump Force. So we're going to be talking about his hysterical strength, or his survival instinct, and this is one of those power-ups that he got later on in the manga, and then I think they showed it a little bit like the end of the season 2 for Fire Force. But it's basically going to be Draconic Aura for Shinra, where he gets, increased attack, increased defense, increased speed, and all of his stats are going to go up. Maybe, increase his fire resistance, since, this is a Fire Force character. He should have the highest fire resistance of any character, so using Luffy's Red Hawk is going to be ineffective, using Todoroki will be ineffective, and using his power-up is going to only boost that even more. So survival instinct, his strength goes up. He's going to be hitting like a truck with this move. Now, the only thing that I didn't give it was health regeneration, because I think that would be a little OP. But giving him increased, super attack charge, giving him increased strength, increased speed, increased defense, that makes sense to me with hysterical strength and pushing him to the limit. So like he becomes a semi-awakened character, so to speak. He's hitting hard like an awakened character. That's what I want to do. Now we've come to the ultimate. a nuclear explosion. I'm talking about better than Kane's ultimate. A huge hellfire explosion. He's done something like this in anime where like he charged into that like that tempe or whatever, and it resulted in a huge nuke-like explosion. Think of Hashirama's ultimate from the Naurto series. Like, you remember the PS2 games where Hashirama had that tree and he made it explode? It was like a huge nuclear explosion of the tree. That's what I'm thinking, like, for Shinra. It would be over the top, it would be exaggerated, exactly what we need for an ultimate technique in Jump Force, and everyone would love it. Now, I know I said that the ultimate was going to be the big part to this video, but we're going to talk about the awakening that comes afterwards. Okay, so his awakening is going to be his Adola Burst, or his Adola Link Light Speed. Now, I know a lot of people are sitting there right now, because if you've seen Fire Force Season 2, you already know how strong this ability is about to be. And I already have the perfect characters to represent what I'm talking about here. So he's going to instantaneously teleport around the map. So instead of doing that little track start, charge across the map when you like dash towards the opponent, no, you don't get that anymore. You get instantaneous transmission across the map automatically. Now think of something like Minato in the Naruto Storm games when he enters his yellow flash mode or whatever, his flying Raijin mode, and when he chakra dashes, he instead teleports to the opponent. Or think of like the Raikage from the Naruto games when he awakens and he does his chakra dash. So this would change the landscape of Jump Force forever. Having him have his Adola Link, having that ability just to teleport across the map would be insane, and it would be meta shifting, it would be meta changing. People in this game that play the game like it's Call of Duty, like you just camping across the map, you gonna run every time someone tries to get you. Oh no, those days would be over with. You pick Shinra, you awaken first, and he teleports across the map. Now in this awakening state, of course, he gets the instantaneous movement, but he would get like heavier melee. Now his melee would be a bunch of fire kicks, of course, a bunch of charges across the map, a bunch of kicks and stuff with flames at the end of them. You already know what his moveset, his actual combos would be. But in this state, they would hit heavier. Like, you know how in the Naruto games where they're awakened and they do their melee and it hits heavier, like bam, 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 bam. When he hits his flames, it's gonna be like a heavy stagger when he gets onto you. So it's gonna be like a completely different character that can teleport on you, get on you, keep you in the fight instead of running away. Because we introduced the ultimate stall character with Giorno back in season 2, right? So now we're introducing the ultimate, I wouldn't even say glass cannon, because I don't want him to have ridiculously low health or anything. We're gonna have the ultimate sweeper. Yeah, I'm gonna take a Pokemon term. He's gonna be the ultimate sweeper, because once you awaken, you're set up and you just go in and wreak havoc on the opponent. So dashing, instantaneous movement, attack damage gets a buff, and it's ridiculously buffed to just an obnoxious degree. Think Ichigo when he's awakened in Jump Force. So the attacks, the tilt combos, like all his charge attacks, he would teleport in on the opponent. Yes, it goes even further than the dashes. So like if you're sitting there and you're holding your charge button, you teleport in proximity to the opponent, like right onto them. You're holding your triangle charge, you teleport right to the opponent when you release the attack. So they really have to keep their eyes on you. Also would work for your tilt. So if you hold your tilt upward or your tilt combos downward or whatever, you would teleport on your opponent upon the release of this technique. So he's actually a complete offensive threat. He's a monster, and don't let him use hysterical strength or survival instinct while he's awakened, because yes, those would stack. So Star would be gone with Shinra coming into Jump Force Season 3 DLC. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit that like button, click that notification bell, and watch the rest of the Jump Force videos, the Xenoverse videos, all the content here on the #1 place for anime gaming and entertainment is perfection, the natural selection. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.